Nobody should bother us here. Now let's hear it.
Okay. Well, we've been investigating for a while, and we discovered some suspicious activity from some of our own city folk.
What suspicious activity?
My husband here initially asked me if I could do something about the hardliners' aggressive policies.
We knew those guys were up to no good, so we were trying to take precautions.
Well, listen to this. Apparently, the hardliners might be using city technology to nefarious ends. It sounds like something was stolen from R&D, and we expect that that something will be abused to further their goals. Now, we can't say what those are exactly.
What could have driven them to this?
You have to understand, this place isn't as monolithic as it might seem. Some folks take a really inflexible stance towards issues they might have, no matter how small. That's the long and short of it.
Well, you know, that's politics.
Yes, it's just that this time, the problems have come to a head somewhat. We like to avoid unrest within the city as much as is reasonably possible. So I asked my husband for guidance.
And additionally, I figured that you might lend your assistance as well.
Oh, I see. So that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course we'll help.
Although you know you could have come to us with this in the first place, right, Grey?
Sorry about my husband. You know, he's not the most communicative type.
I like how Rosanna refers to him as her husband repeatedly because, like, people might not believe it otherwise.
Understatement of the year.
Huh. It just struck me. Grey's all wrinkly, but you're not.
There a bit of an age gap here?
Oh, you're right. I'm a lot younger than he is, so that's certainly part of it. Right, honey?
Are you guys not actually married and it's like actually a front or something? Are you just like playing it off or something like that? For some reason?
Come on, talk to us, Grey. Communication. You must have heard of it, at least.
I know he looks like a right grump, but he's a good bloke, really. That furrowed brow comes with age too, I'm sure.
Do I have to endure this much longer?
Now I get it. I did wonder how a guy like Grey could cope in a place like this. You keep him on the straight and narrow.
Oh dear, you really think so? In any case, those things you collected also seem to have gone for a walk.
So in short, you want us to take them back by force?
There you go again, just asking for trouble. No need, I'm sure we can resolve this amicably. What I wanted to ask you is if you could collect some more.
Some more of what exactly?
Oh my goodness. After 70 plus hours of gameplay, are the shards actually going to be relevant?
Oh, do you mean those things Grey was gathering?
Yes, that's right. We've got an approximate location, so let me give you that first.
We can handle this, no problem.
Looks like we're doing this, G-Dog. Time to saddle up.
Do not ever say G-Dog ever again.
Yes.
I'll do some looking myself as well, I reckon.
Don't throw your back out.
That should be my line. You're always so reckless.
I know. I know.
Grey doesn't look that old.
So Grey's what passes for a good bloke round here, huh?
I told you not to maunder on. Get going today, Delisle.
Rosanna looks like she could be, like, late 20s, maybe early 30s. It's hard to tell with anime characters because, like, age is really but a number. For anime characters, level 50 mission, we can totally do this. I don't think, like, Grey probably in his 40s somewhere would be my guess. I can't see Grey being older than 50 tops. Ether attack. No, do not want. Do-do. I have a friend who's currently dating someone who's like a decade ahead of them. Super weird, but nothing I can do about it. I wouldn't say super weird. My grandfather and my grandmother have, I think, Let me think about this for a second. I think it's an 8.5-year gap. My grandfather is 8.5 years older than my grandmother. They've been married for like... Have they hit 50 years yet? No, they couldn't have hit 50 years yet because he's 72. And how old would they have been when they got married? Probably, yeah, they might be coming up on 50 years. If they aren't at 50 years, they're probably coming up. No, because then my grandma would have been like 14. My grandmother, when did they... I think my grandmother was like... This is like back in the 60s, so I think they got married when they were like 17. I think my grandmother was like 17. Maybe my grandmother was 18. I think my grandmother had just turned 18 when they got married. They got like an 8.5-year gap. Fantastic relationship. Lasted a long time, etc., etc. Lone Wolf, your parents were just shy of 20 years apart? That's wild. Anyways. As long as, especially in today's age, as long as they're both consenting adults, age doesn't really matter that much to me. Maybe if there was like a 40-year gap, then obviously I'd kind of be like, that's a little whack. But like, I don't know, even 20 years, like you said, your parents are Lone Wolf, that's kind of getting a little bit to pushing it for me. But I mean, two consenting adults, age is but a number. I don't think there's anyone in my family with more of a gap than the 8.5 that my grandparents have, though. I don't think. Do. Where? Right there. Guess I have nothing to worry about. It's just that one's 19 and the other one's 30. I mean, if they can make it work, then good for them. They can make it work. I mean, my grandmother was 18, I think, and my grandfather, that means he would have been about 26. Or no, wait. Maybe that's when they started dating and they got married when they were 19 and 27? I don't know. I have no idea. They got married back in the 70s. And I mean like early 70s, late 60s. So, you know, things were a bit different back then. That was 50 years ago. Also, I'm at like the wrong side of this place. Where does that go? Put me over here. Whoop.
Huh? Hear that?
Hey, other people who play this game, do any of you who play the game bother going for supply drops anymore?
Is that a supply drop?
I feel like whenever a supply drop spawns, I think to myself, like, man, that's such a waste of time and so out of my way. Whee! Oh, baby, that's a big lad right there. Level 75.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that fight over there. We could totally help those guys. Dude, oh my goodness. That's so cool to see. Times like these, I really wish that the game still had the markers above the enemies on if they'd aggro on side or not. Can I, like, dip underwater so some of these guys don't see me? Look at these creatures! Look at those things! Those things look so cool! I have a feeling there's definitely a safer way somewhere for me to get to where I'm trying to go. But, oh well, too little too late. I haven't gone for a supply drop since I left for Fornus way back when. I believe it. Don't look at me. Look at this lad. He's just having a little nap. I think I need to go right past him. Hey, bud. Don't worry, we're all friends here. Don't mind me. I'm starting to think this is not the way to go. I think that my slowly dying frames are trying to convey that to me. Ow. I only grab supply drops when farming materials or if it's close enough to bother. That makes sense. This is not going the right way anymore. There's a husk in here. Who put that there?
I know it's
Get sent off, loser.
It needs doing.
Fare thee well. Hey, Gray and Uni. Fancy seeing you here. Maybe when I get up here, there's a spot I can jump off safely to get to where I'm going, but it seems like I probably should have just gotten in the boat and, like, gone to the other side of the island. Might have been the way I was supposed to do this. Look at that. That looks so cool. Well, I do have a bit of a bird's eye view so that I can see all these dang birds that could probably kill me in one hit. The thing I need is right here. This has actually worked out amazingly. I'm a genius! Smartest man alive!
Is it supposed to be here?
If she had information to pass us, it must have come from Monica. That ought to make it trustworthy.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder. We still haven't found a thing yet.
Doesn't seem to be anything here either.
Doesn't look like it's gonna turn up. How about we just give up and head back already? Oi, Gray, you listening? I said...
Wait. An ambush, eh?
Huh?
You finally made it, Gray.
And you are?
Looks like the info was good. We'll have a bit of your time if you don't mind.
Get down, Gray's got 2 guns! A lost protector. Alright, we got this, we got this. Everyone focus up. Beat the guy without a mask first, he's the most dangerous. Get toppled, idiot. Dude, I love the Infinity Blade art. Never gets old. Excuse me, please die. I never get tired of Lance doing the howl move. I need to make sure that when I in-stream today, I'm not, like, in the middle of cutscenes, so that in my own time, I can finally go and do whatever it is I'm thinking of. Behold. I can finally go and beat that wolf enemy like 15 more times or whatever it was so that Lance gets the upgrade. Ooh, baby, look at this damage. Wrecked. Interlink level 3, you say? Don't mind if I friggin' do. Ah, it's 1 of 5 down. Oh, they're beating all of the weaker ones. I went for the strongest guy first because I'm a genius. Behold, Hammer Revolution! Dead.
What just happened here?
They look vaguely like lost numbers.
Not vaguely. They very much look like lost numbers. They were even wearing eye patches.
Yeah.
I thought they were supposed to be our allies.
I suspect they're just an irritant. Sent here to slow me down.
But who'd want to slow you down? Are they part of that opposing faction you were banging on about?
So then, these soldiers would have to be...
They're part of Monica's faction. No question. But even that's got its share of radicals like these guys. The ones that like to stir things up.
Stir up what, though? Nothing good, I guess.
Their ultimate objective is the eradication of Mobius. But they'll stop at nothing to achieve it. That's where the trouble starts. They see the key pieces aligned on the board. Even Ouroboros are now in play. Now all it would take is to wrench the command from Monica, and the entire city could be mobilized.
Could they really do that?
There are ways. Steal enough Levnesses from us, whittle away at Monica's support, and soon she'll be wide open. Hard to tell exactly how they'll make their move. But it seems they've decided the time is ripe.
Okay, and what's that got to do with slowing you down?
Unlike most city folk, I'm a lone wolf. Might be they didn't account for me in their calculations and just simplified the maths.
Lone Wolf, you didn't tell me you were in this game. How much did you get paid?
Since Gray's not usually in the city, they would have to get him where they want him, then restrict his movements.
Oh, right. Now I'm with you.
You see?
Hang on. One more thing. Doesn't that still seem weird? It was Rosanna that told us to come here, right?
That's right. And we were ambushed. That would suggest an information leak.
What do you want to do now?
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed. That's all.
And what about Rosanna?
We're going back to the city. Come on, keep up.
Let's get a move on. Oh, fast travel, okay.
I hope you weren't followed.
We've got enough decoys to keep them off our case, so I doubt they'd find us so easily. Still, if we keep twiddling our thumbs, it's only a matter of time before they rumble us.
We've already sent men.
Well, that was unavoidable. He's Vandam's man through and through.
5 years we've been biding our time. Now that we have a chance, we can't let it pass us by.
Yes, agreed. So why'd you jeopardize everything by stealing that thing? If it hadn't been me that noticed first, our whole plan could have gone up in smoke.
Well, maybe this wouldn't have happened if you hadn't been taking your sweet time with this thing.
Calm down, both of you. They'll never find this place. And even if they do realize something's amiss, I've got ways to keep Monica off the scent.
If you say so.
Getting her out of here will leave one fewer obstacle in the city. The only problem is Gray.
Some problem, though. He fought with Guernica on the front lines.
And his nose is as sharp as ever. Still, you can handle him, yeah?
Oh no! Rosanna is part of the other faction! Gray, no!
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Well, that should earn us some time. I don't see any outstanding issues.
Rosanna's close to the core of the R&D team. And most importantly, she has Monica's ear. She'll use her non-combatant position if it's her neck on the line. Even if she has to betray her own husband. We'll be under more scrutiny than ever. So don't you dare do anything stupid.
Trust me, I won't. I wouldn't throw my back out for nothing.
If the others try to hinder our plans, we might have to actually use this thing.
How could you betray a guy like Gray? I think Rosanna is gonna pull a triple agent and betray them to Gray at some point.
Best we put our plans in motion ASAP.